So this is going to be another trig video. I've already shown in two previous videos that sine of a plus b, this is for C3 trig in Edexcel, is sine a cos b plus sine b cos a, and cos a plus b is cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. And so now I'm going to do tan using both of these things. So, both of those identities. So we have tan a plus b is equal to, by definition, sine of a plus b over cos of a plus b. So now we just use those two identities. We have sine a cos b plus sine b cos a, all divided by cos a plus b, which is cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. There's a bit of a trick that you need to do. Essentially, apart from the trick, it's the only thing you need to do to derive tan a plus b, and that is simply multiply it by 1. But instead of multiplying it as 1 like that, we change that to 1 over cos a cos b and we make it as a fraction on the numerator and denominator. And is that clear? Can you see that? And that is going to be equal to, if we distribute it, it's going to be sine a cos b over cos a cos b plus sine b cos a over cos a plus cos b, and all of that divided by cos a cos b minus sine a sine b all over cos a cos b, so that's going to be cos a cos b over cos a cos b minus sine a sine b over cos a cos b. Now that looks horrendous, but luckily we can simplify it quite a lot. Maybe do it from the line below. Can you see the line below? Cool. Cos b over cos b, those can cancel. You're left with sine a over cos a, which by definition is tan a. We have cos a, those can cancel. We've got sine b over cos b, which by definition, if you're adding them, is sine b over cos b is tan b. And then over cos a cos b over cos a cos b is 1 minus sine a sine b over cos a cos b. You can think of that, each of those being multiplied. Then you have sine a over cos a times sine b over cos b, which is going to be, remember the minus, tan a tan b. So to write it in full, we'll just get rid of this stuff. The last identity I'm going to prove is that tan a plus b is equal to tan a plus tan b all over 1 minus tan a tan b. It actually turns out that with sine and cos, the identities switch if you, sorry, not switch, the sign switches on them if you have a negative sign. So for example, sine a minus b is going to be the same thing with the minus sign. So sine a cos b minus sine b cos a. Same thing applies for cos, and with tan, it's if you have a minus, I'll write the corresponding signs underneath the signs here. So if you have a plus, then it's plus and minus, and if you have a minus instead of the plus, then that becomes a minus and that becomes a plus, and they just swap around. The sign switch. I'm not going to prove them. They're fairly easy to prove using the stuff before, so I'll leave that for you guys to do.